It was a perfect summer afternoon, and quantity surveyor Philip thought he had the measure of the opposition. But what happened next just wasn't cricket.
Beautiful summer's evening, and the sun was sort of over the downs, and playing a firm of solicitors actually, and who I know quite well, and we're all either of an average standard or absolutely useless. And I happened to be batting. I was doing quite well actually, because we were losing badly at the time. And yeah, this bowler for the other side, he did admit that he was a useless bowler. But basically he threw this ball down, and it actually didn't bounce, but I took a swipe at it and I got 6 basically. It was a fantastic shot. And then the one after that, he did the same thing again. Didn't bounce at all. Coming out of the sky, you know, like this, I thought, well, I'm having some of this. Took a mighty swing, missed it completely, and the cricket ball hit me on the side of the jaw, broke my jaw. I wasn't knocked out, but it was a shock, and I knew straight away my jaw was broken. But I went to the ground and mumbled a few expletives, I think, but there's nothing else for it but to go to hospital. Turned out there was a hairline fracture which didn't really show up on the X-ray to start with, but it was such a hairline fracture that the surgeon said he wouldn't have attempted to repair it anyway, and so you know, all the attention was on this break. They only had one plate across there, as I say. Didn't need to do anything to that one, and that was done last June time, and it all went very well in terms of repairing the actual broken jaw. I mean, it was fine. I think it was a matter of just a few days really before I could sort of, I mean, I could have soup and that sort of thing, but then you know, solids took a bit longer, sort of thing. But that all repaired fairly well. But the trouble was my bite didn't come back together. I've got an edge-to-edge bite, and I couldn't bite. It didn't mend, so that the teeth actually met really tightly, so that I couldn't bite things like pasta, slices of cucumber, tomato, lettuce. That's thinnish things, you know, but enough things to be very annoying. There weren't many alternatives really. In fact, there was 2, and one was either you live with it as it is, or you have an osteotomy, whereby he breaks the top jaw and drops the top teeth jaw down to meet the lower jaw, and plates the break effectively with, and he recommended these biodegradable plates. The other factor as well was that he said that as part of the operation he could take out the metal plate there, because that will have mended sufficiently by then. So there was a bit of a bonus, you know, in that direction. But certainly the biodegradable plates were relatively appealing in a sense, yes, much more so than having a lot of metalwork in my front top jaw. We are playing that firm of solicitors again, who, interestingly, the bowler concerned did ring me up very quickly actually after the accident to, I think, check out whether I was going to be suing him. Although probably a solicitor isn't the person you should actually be suing necessarily.